Pay very close attention to what I'm about to list to you so that you know that Biafra is truly at war. It's very important we find out and notice all these things. Now, over 15 Saudi Arabian mercenaries are in Biafra land, 4 fighter jets from the British Empire in Biafra land, over 1,000 soldiers in Biafra land, 14 powerful armored tanks are in Biafra land, gunship, and so many of them are in Biafra land. And here's what PM Simon Eba has to say. In the next few days, Imo State will be under attack by Nigerian Islamic terrorist government and Hope Uzodinma. The Biafra Liberation Army have the mandate to protect every community in Imo State. In order to achieve this, the directive has been given by the Biafra Republic government in exile to engage and deal mercilessly any gun-carrying person from terrorists to terrorists. If you are in Imo State, as they turn the state to battleground, stay indoors with your families. A very simple way. You people don't know what is happening. Imagine what I just mentioned from the beginning. You see, I will say it again and I will keep saying it, that Biafra has become a place where if we are not careful enough, if we don't do the needful enough, then in every possible way, in every possible things that is going to play out, most importantly, our world is going to be filled with so much unintelligent people. We cannot watch selfish governors. We've had them in the past. Just look at what's happened in Abia State. I will keep making that reference. Imagine if it was your family that you saw among the 80 bodies that they was decomposing. If your family member was among them, how are you going to feel? Because Ananuogo, Keta, Kebini Domba, some people are busy trying to defect the whole situation. And that's where the problem is. Truly, that is where the problem is. You are trying to defect the whole situation. You are trying to make it look as if those who are fighting that very battle are actually one of the most careless people. And this is what they have sent to Imo State. For what exactly? Just for election. It's not that there's no war. There's no war. But this is what they sent to Imo State. And that's the problem. You are sending 15 Saudi Arabian mercenaries, armored tanks, thousands of soldiers, gunship for just election. That tells you the level of criminality that is about to play out. That should just give you the best clue. And if the Biafrans raise their gun and decide to defend, you say they are terrorists. Yes, that's what you call them. We've never heard anywhere in Biafran land that somebody wear a bomb vest and go and commit bombing. We've never heard. It is always defense, and go out Biafra, go out supposing and support the whole movement. You are fighting your fellow Biafrans. That is where the errors have occurred. We must be committed in whatever we are doing. And you see, after this whole situation and after this whole game, more broader knowledge will be enlightened. And our world will be filled with so much interesting things. If we continue to play around like cowards, these guys will ruin our lives. There's no two ways about it. These guys will ruin our lives. By so doing, you'll be very surprised how they successfully or succeededly do that stuff. So we must stand up to our mission. We must tell these people that, see, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And by so doing, we will be at the proper end to restore Biafra. But Biafran Liberation Army are already stand by. They are ready to defend Biafra land. And that is the sweetest part of it. So they can send it because it's a joke. That's what PM said. We are waiting and we're going to defend Biafra at all costs. Battle for battle. Battle for battle, head for head. There have been an information that about 15 Saudi Arabian mercenaries arrived in Imo State to fight Biafran liberation. It is funny and at the same time an insult on us. You are bringing just 15 working ghosts to come and fight in our land, all the way from Saudi Arabia. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa announces. I told you guys that they are beginning to see the light of Biafra. And honestly speaking, they can no longer tolerate the shock that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is giving them. The zoo has gone to tears, knowing fully well that they cannot really do much again. You see, I was just watching a clip just a few minutes ago and I realized that Biafra is going to happen very, very soon. Very, very soon. And the reason why I say very, very soon is because a lot of people have taken us for granted. They think we are jokers. They think we don't know what we are doing. They honestly think that we are in for jokes or caricatures. But they never knew that whatever they thought about us was just a movement. A movement that is about to choke all of them. Because we cannot continue to be in the valley and shadow of death and we'll continue to clap for ourselves. It is high time we come up and do the needful. And that's where the whole situation begins. We're people that must be concentrated, must be focused, must look at every possible means to figure out what needs to be figured out. And by so doing, every one of us will be positioned in a way that we should be positioned. More or less, let's gather our energy in every limitation and all the struggles that we are born to do. This is no longer a time to fold our arms. This is no longer a time to pretend as if we don't know what we are doing. What matters more now is that our freedom is inevitable. 15 mercenaries. I told you that these people don't want Biafran freedom. They don't. You are at this point you are still waiting to see proofs. I told you. The video I ever made today, I told you that the British government now 15 Arab missionaries have been sent to Biafran land. What for? What for exactly? And we are no longer going to tolerate this kind of mess in our land. I will say it and I will say it again. Biafra has every right to live, every right to own their nation. We are not even asking for much. Let us be on our own. It is a problem. Let us be on our own. We need to do some certain things on our own. But no, it has become a problem. They are going to say it and say it in a very big way. And by the time they are done seeing the introduction and the whatever that needs to be introduced, we'll be at the winning side. And they will never have any other thing to say. Don't worry, victory is coming.